made sure that I went right to the youth because that's part of who I am. And I went right to Jack and Gwen, and they helped me just get my thoughts together. One of the things that I am always so happy to do is to be in front of educators, to train educators, and as I say, I help them be better so they can help our students be their best. That's what I do. And one of the things, and I loved hearing you say, Barbara, how Arlington County, you all work deep and hard and y'all make things happen. I need welcoming schools in Arlington County Public Schools. I need that. We need to be in Virginia. We're only in one school in the state of Virginia. One school. And I can't even say that school's name yet. It's an elementary school until they're ready to say that we're in that space. Because we're an LGBT inclusive-based school climate program, a lot of schools and districts have to make that decision if they want people to know that they're trying to create a space that is inclusive and welcoming of all family structures, all students, making sure you're stopping any form of gender stereotyping, making sure that students, no matter who they are, how they look, where they come from, they're going to be respected and honored in a school space. And that's what we do. So one of the questions I asked Jack and Gwen, I asked about middle school. And he gave me the response I thought he would give me, that it was the worst ever. And oftentimes, many educators don't know how to respond to things. Either they're fearful or, to be honest, most of them are ignorant. They just don't know. And so our responsibility is to go into that school space and help educators first get through their own personal bias, because that's that first level. Get through that because it's real. And so even though, you hear about legislation happening in communities, the two hardest places in which this legislation is going to have any impact are schools and homes. Schools and homes. You can't get into those spaces because those are very controlled spaces, and they're controlled for a reason, because the children and people want to protect their children however way they want to do that. And so we're constantly trying to get into the space and let people know, yes, you do live in a progressive community, but we still are hearing children who are being bullied on a high level, and educators are seeing it, but they don't know how to respond to it. And so that's what we do. We teach them how to respond to comments like, why does Keisha have two moms? That seems dumb to me. That's weird. Or why does he act like that? Why is he wearing this to school? He's a boy. Why does he have to look like that? Or why does he do this or that or play with this and won't play with that? And oftentimes educators just let it go to the wayside. And it is our responsibility as the staff of Welcoming School, which is a program of the Human Rights Campaign. We're part of the foundation side. It is our responsibility to go into those spaces and help educators through, as I said, that first level of dealing with their own personal bias. And then secondly, making sure they are feeling confident in how to respond from parents who may say, I don't see why this is necessary. And one of the things I always tell principals to say, which always works, is I'm invested in all students. I can't pick and choose which students are more important than others. And so that's why it's important for Welcoming Schools to be in a school space. That's what we say. And that's that message, to help them to get that, to understand that. Because as I said, we may have a mission statement that says that we are a diverse school community, but people don't really understand what that means. Because yes, diverse, yes, how inclusive is it? How welcoming is it? And that's something that we're really seeing that is lacking in a lot of school spaces. If you don't fall into the norm that they think someone should be, it makes people uncomfortable. And people have to understand we're going to come in all different looks and different sounds, and that's okay. And it is the school's responsibility, I feel, to help students to develop themselves on a social and emotional level. It's not just about Common Core. Because I truly believe that if students are not feeling safe and welcome in a school space, you can forget about Common Core. You can forget about them excelling academically. It's not going to happen. They're not going to go to school. Right. And so that's why we're trying to get in. We want to start in that elementary school level. And that's why sometimes where it can be challenging, because people think immediately, oh, LGBT inclusive, oh, you all are talking about sexuality? No. No, that's not what we're discussing. Yet, if a student asks a question, we're going to make sure that educators know how to respond in an age-appropriate and socially appropriate way. That is our responsibility when we come into space and make that commitment. And so we are committed to helping educators be better. I know for me, in doing work with Welcoming School, it has made me a better leader. I know that if I decide to go back into a school space and lead, I will lead in a totally different way. I know that. And sometimes it takes you to step out and to be in other spaces, be in other people's schools. I know it has truly helped me. I can see the principals who refuse to come to a training, and as I tell them, I'm going to lead a building. That's one of the mandatory things with Welcoming Schools. The principal has to be in our trainings. You're not going to be able to run and put your assistant principal or your guidance counselor in there. Everybody has to be in our trainings. And it's not hard. It's just you being open and dealing with whatever you're dealing with, and so that you can better support students. So this is an opportunity. This is not just about me, Keisha, talking. I'm telling you, normally I'm a walker. I'm a toucher, like only with permission. I mean, I like to try to interact with people. So I would love those bold people, because I love the bold ones. And you probably can tell I'm a little bold. More of a maverick. I wouldn't say bold. More of a maverick. And I said, that's one of the things I said. I remember my principal said, when you become a school leader, you're going to get just what you gave me. And believe me, I did. I had some teachers who just knew how to take me, but I loved it because I knew it was a good payback. And that's okay. So please ask me questions. Please ask me some data. Say, Keisha, what is going on in Virginia?